What up, Sons of Paul? Welcome back to another video. You guys like what I did there? I called you all Sons of Paul. I'm trying to think of what to call the crew, you know? Sons of Paul is my favorite so far, but I don't know. Let me try to think of another one. You know what? I'm just gonna start calling you guys my minions. I'm just kidding. That would be terrible.
Use your powers for good.
Today we're doing an unboxing video, and I know we haven't done that before, but we're always trying to elevate the channel, elevate the content for you guys. So we ordered some new gear. I actually kind of forget what exactly I got. It's gonna be like Christmas. Christmas came early. And so did I. So with that being said, let's get started. Oh man, I left the boxes outside. Hang on one second. We got 3 boxes, thros. I think that's how you say it in Spanish. I also do not have a box cutter, so we're using a knife. For all the kiddies watching at home, do not play with knives, play music instead. I have a pretty good idea on which one this is, but you know, let's save it for the reveal. You know, this is kind of like giving birth. I'm basically certified. All right, let's see. Let's unravel it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bass. So this bass is a Fender Precision limited edition in ebony, so it matches my Fender Strat. Yeah, I'm super excited to start using this. If you guys have seen in previous videos, I do have a bass back in my home in Chicago. It's just a normal red bass. I actually don't even know the brand, but I did not take it with me. I wanted to upgrade, get a little aesthetic match going, but I've heard great things about this bass. I mean, it's just a P bass. Can't go wrong with it, standard. And don't worry, I'm gonna plug this in DI so you guys can actually hear the quality of the sound. But let's continue with the unboxing. Great start already. I'm so happy I got that. My bank account, however. All right, next up, let's see. Ooh, got some heads. Ooh, it's a little damaged, huh? Already in the box. I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to heads. I personally prefer the Remo Pinstripe. Also, none of this is sponsored. I'm just giving you guys my preference. Anyways, yeah, Remo Pinstripe for the toms. I got a 14, 10-incher right here for my rack and my floor. Again, I'm a pretty minimalist guy. I don't really play on a big kit. But for snare, I like the Remo controlled sound. I kind of like the warm, darker tones of the drums. I like when the toms ring, but I like it when the snare is just poppy, doesn't really ring too much. I don't really like a ringy snare. That's just me personally. I know that's going to divide a lot of people in the comments. Everybody has their preference. Bro, at the end of the day, it's just drums. It's not that deep. I'm glad they didn't get damaged in the box, though. That would have sucked. Oh, and I also got a strap for the bass. Little Ernie ball strap. Can I say what type of strap this is? I should know this again, but, you know, sometimes I just kind of go crazy with the spending. On the list it says Ernie Ball Neoprene, Polylock, guitar strap, black, 3 inches. Nothing wrong with a 3-inch black strap on, am I right? This and the bass is what I've been looking forward to most. This is the Shure SM7dB. Once again, we're gonna test this out at the end of the video. Let's see how it sounds. I also got an arm with it. This is like a PSA 1 studio arm. Feel like I'm Joe Rogan doing a little pod. We got the bass and the microphone, the strap, the heads. What else did I order? Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, I got another round of the heads. I like stocking up on them. I don't like going back and forth to the store over and over again just to get drum heads. You know, it's kind of tedious because every Guitar Center I go to, I'm just gonna go there and I'm gonna play the kit for like a few hours only to get like heads and sticks. You know, the employees are not really a fan of that. This one is in a lot better condition than the first one we opened, but sweet. For the bass, I also got, well, I guess something had to, you know, cancel out. We got a little Shure audio interface for it. This is the, hang on. the MVX2U. Basically, its job is to take XLR and put it to USB. This is just gonna be a little bit easier to plug into the computer, but cool, cool. I also got some bass strings. When I get a new guitar, I like just to get like random strings with it. I got an Ernie ball, Slinky Cobalt, 45, 65, 80, 100. To my bassist, please help me out. I just kind of shot in the dark, got this. I don't know what's like the best strings. Maybe it's these, but if you guys have some preference, please let me know. I'm kind of a noob when it comes to bass strings, so help me out in the comments. I'll be reading them, so let me know. And the last thing in here is an Aquarian bass drum head. Now, I know what you're thinking. Huh, but Aaron, you were just using Remo heads. You were just using Remo heads. What? Well, I am in fact breaking the rules. Now, I like Remo. I like Evans as well, but in terms of bass drum heads, Aquarian takes the cake. For a few years now, I've been rocking the 22-inch Super Kick 2. I don't know, man. Personally, something about the Super Kick 2, I like a thumpy bass drum, man. I like the maximum thumpification. So, I mean, can't go wrong with it. Out of some years of experimenting and asking some other of my drummer friends and kind of doing some research, Super Kick 2 is where it's at. Try it out, let me know. And if you don't like it, don't take it up with me. That was everything. I'm super excited to try them out. All right, y'all, so right now we're doing kind of just a first time demo for our Fender P bass and our SM7dB. In fact, you're hearing me talking to the SM7dB right now, but I don't want to get into the mic first. I want to talk about the bass because you just watched me jamming with myself. So by the time of me filming this right now, I did the unboxing stuff 2 days ago. So I've had 2 days to kind of get used to the bass, kind of feel it out, play it a little bit. I actually haven't touched it way too much. Today is actually where I've been playing it the most, but so far, so good, man. I love the way this sounds. I love the way it feels. I'm actually really big on how, especially basses and guitars, mostly basses, how they feel. I always feel limited with a lot of basses I play. I don't know if it's like the size of my hands, the bass, I don't know. It could be many different things, but luckily enough for me, this bass just does it for me. Oh, and the other thing is, I don't think I was wearing it when I was playing, but the strap feels great. Super comfortable. I love the Neoprene. I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong. Neoprene? I don't know. Sometimes I read things and I'm not sure if it's the right way you say it. And I've actually used this bass already. By the time you guys are seeing this, I should have put out a short where I was playing Rotten Apple by Alice in Chains, and that actually requires a pick. But man, just the tone on that bass is just, it's chef's kiss, man. It's just, it's so good. And what's crazy is that I'm using the default bass amps from Logic. So I know I already asked you guys for suggestions on basses, or on bass strings, I should say. But let me know about some plugins. It doesn't even have to be for basses. It could be anything. You know, I'm trying to always, you know, level up the production side of things. So if you guys have any suggestions on plugins or anything in that realm, let me know. You know, it's funny, I can feel the blisters building on my fingers, so every time I pick up the bass again, I always I go through a period where my fingers are suffering. Overall, I'm happy with my purchase, man. It looks good, it feels good, it sounds great, which is the most important thing in my opinion. If it sounds good, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Feel and sound, you know, if it feels good to you, it's comfortable, and it sounds great. I mean, I couldn't care less if this had all over it. I'm playing it. Luckily, I got this bass to match my Fender Strat, so looking forward to building up my bass chops with this. So Alright, so now we're going to talk about this mic, and so far, it sounds fantastic. I keep, recording some demos, talking into it, because I just like the smoothness of it. This is the Shure SM7dB. I still have a lot to learn about this mic, but basically, from what I've gathered online, from watching videos, reading about it, etc., is that this is basically an SM7B, but on steroids. The thing about the SM7B, it's iconic. I mean, you can't get past that iconic sound, but to get the most out of the mic, you need a preamp. It has a low output, and this one has a built-in preamp. So that automatically makes it easier, right? I mean, people can say what they want about this, but honestly, in my opinion, this makes it 10 times easier, right? I mean, to get a mic and then realizing that you're not getting enough out of it, then you have to go out and go buy a preamp. I mean, I've done that before, pain in the ass, not a fan. So getting this was like, just made perfect sense to me. I'm also a fan of the variety. I've used the SM7B before. I know that they're known for being super versatile for podcasts, broadcasting, like narration, like a voiceover type of thing, and recording vocals for music. But this is the same as an SM7B, but with an output boost. So can't wait for y'all to hear my voice in more clear and intimate tones. Be sure to like and subscribe.